What's going on, you guys? If you're new here, my name is Morgan and welcome back to another video. So in today's video, we're going to do a standard dachshund versus a miniature dachshund. I don't think I've ever actually done a video where I'm standing up, and if I have, it's been a very long time. But because I'm going to be holding a nearly 30-pound dachshund, I feel like it'd be best to stand up and do this video. So here we are. You'll have to forgive any barking or anything like that. I have a tiny little puppy down at the edge of the tripod named Olivia. I had to fix the TV for a second because I guess they're upgrading something, so I had to fix that. But anyways, so we're going to go ahead and get started on that. So I have a nearly 30-pound dachshund. Last time he went to the vet, he was almost 30 pounds. His name is Alfie. If you've been on my TikTok or you see my recent shorts, you will know Alfie. So Alfie is my first standard size dachshund. So let me go ahead and get Alfie because he's actually... My friends, this is Alfie. So Alfie is a black and tan piebald. He is almost 5 years old, I believe. And he was and is my first standard size dachshund. Now, I do have a thing for black and tans, but Alfie was bounced around. Alfie was bounced around so much from breeder homes, and I finally just kind of got sick of seeing him. God damn it! I finally got sick of seeing him bounce around, and I decided to take Alfie. And Alfie has his neuter appointment coming up, and we have been practicing for our Canine Good Citizen, as well as Rally with Alfie, because as soon as he is neutered, I can register him with the PAL program because Alfie is full dachshund, and we can start competing in AKC events, AKC sponsored events. Tiger Lily! But anyway, so this is Alfie. I mean, look at this. This is a big hunk of dog. Let's be real. Support their butts. This is a big hunk of dog. Let's be real. He is a big boy. He is heavy. But he is very sweet and he's very, very smart. He was just bounced around so often. I felt so horrible for him. And he looks like a basset hound all the time from a lot of different people. But Alfie is 100% dachshund. I do have a thing for black and tan dachshunds with heavy ticking because of Dot, which, you know, Alfie, that's part of the reason why I just fell in love with Alfie, and he's been my partner in crime ever since. He likes to sleep in the bed, but look at this boy. This boy is huge to be sleeping in the bed, and I can't. Like 9 times out of 10, I can't. I mean, look at this boy. Oh my goodness. But like everybody says, support the head, or support the chest, support the butt. I got my other hand under his butt. But I mean, he is a big boy, and he's full grown. I mean, look at this. He's got a big head. Let's be real. He has a very, very big head. But I do love him very, very much. He's such a big baby, and I'm gonna end up going and putting him back in his bed, but his bed was taken over by some of the other dogs. So he might have to go where he is. Stop! Go! But he is full grown. This is my Alfie. My Alfie says hi. He's a big boy. Yeah, you are just a big boy, Alfie. Stop! You see his tail wagging. I can't stand up on my tippy toes because he stops wagging his tail when I stand up on my tippy toes. He can wag his tail again. But this is my Alfie. So now let's get him in. So I feel like if we're going to do boys, I might as well get another boy. So this little hunk is Cappuccino. This is my man. He is one of my most important sport dogs that I have. He is the best boy I have ever had in my entire life. He is a big mama's boy. I wake up and he's sleeping on me. He's a huge mama's boy. So, but this is Cappuccino. As you can tell, I can actually put him on my shoulder. I can hold him like this with no problems. Hold him up like this with no problems. He's easy to hold versus Alfie. Alfie is absolutely huge. Cappuccino, last time I took him to the vet, they said he was 9 pounds, but he actually seems a lot smaller than 9 pounds, if we're being like completely honest. He's the smallest dachshund I've ever had next to Freya, but Freya is actually a mix. Oh, Silverwing might be small. He is one of my smallest dachshunds. He is my smartest boy. He's such a great sport dog. I do love him very, very much. When you hold a dachshund, arm under the butt, front of the chest. But he is the sweetest boy ever. He's very, very laid back. He likes to cuddle. He likes to sleep under the blanket. But I feel like if we're doing Alfie, he's a boy, I should get him. I also have a huge standard girl named Gertie, and then I have a smaller girl. I don't know who would be smaller. Probably Silverwing. Rainey's might be pretty small too. But he is my sweetheart. He's my baby boy. He'll fall asleep in my lap, no problem. But I feel like if we're doing males, I had to bring Cappuccino out. And Cappuccino has actually been, I think he's actually been in quite a few of my videos. No! But he is my smallest boy, and he is my sport dog. He's like my #1 sport dog. And I do love him very, very much. I think the one thing he hasn't had done yet is his Canine Good Citizen test. But we will get there eventually. Everything else, he likes barn hunt, he likes fast cat. He is not into things like dog diving. I'd say it's not supportive for a dachshund, but they can do it. But he likes the more minimal sports, or lure coursing. He'd prefer to be asleep right now. If competitive napping was a sport, he'd be into competitive napping. But he is the best boy I've ever had, and y'all have seen Ghost, who's also very, very small. But like I said, a miniature dachshund who I can hold up just fine versus Alfie, who I can't really do that with. So, you know, it's funny having a miniature dachshund versus a standard. But a lot of people will always say we cannot guarantee size because standards were bred down for miniatures, which is the truth. You cannot guarantee sizing. A standard dachshund can have miniature puppies, or a miniature puppy can have a standard puppy. It is very, very common. Any breeder you go to that's reputable will tell you that it's very possible. But, you know, with sizing with dachshunds, that's why there's no, like when you have, what is it? I don't want to say corgis because those are also two different breeds, but not like size differences. Let me think. American Shepherds, when you have mini American Shepherds versus a regular American Shepherd, aka Australian Shepherds, which there are no mini Australian Shepherds or miniature, or there's no mini or toy, but there are miniature American Shepherds and American Shepherds. But they have two different registration types. And so for dachshunds, it's just a size difference because that is very, very possible. That is the main reason as far as dachshunds go. But again, miniature versus standard. I do like my miniatures more than I like my standards because he is easier to carry around and easier to just handle overall versus Alfie. But for me, miniature and standards just don't have a different personality. It's still the same dog. It's just a size difference. I just want to do a miniature versus standard video for you guys, just so you guys could see this in person. Just in general, just a standard versus a miniature. But I'm gonna go put him back to bed. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. So thank you guys so much for watching. And as I show you guys, we will see you guys next time in the next video. We'll see you guys later.